Good morning. I'm Fabio Del Mestre, president of IOA, and I really appreciate the opportunity of presenting to you some of the products that you are evaluating and considering for your project. We're very grateful for this opportunity. And I'm speaking to you from our factory in High Point, North Carolina. Everything you're going to see is actually made in this building, in 150,000 square foot manufacturing facility. We're going to start off with 3 pieces from the Kama collection, one of our most successful collections ever. It takes its name from Rosalind Kama. Roz has a design firm in New Haven, Connecticut. She does wonderful work, but she's also known for being a published author on healthcare design topics. Her book on EDAC, Evidence-Based Design, is one of the best one of its kind. A passionate lady who has spent her life in doing healthcare design and has become a valuable friend and collaborator with IOA. We're going to start off with the Kama Sleeper. It is a very important piece for the visitor experience, and obviously the visitor experience affects the patient experience. When we set out to design a sleeper for a patient room with Roz, we set out a design brief. First and foremost, we wanted to design a piece that was beautiful, that really looked like a sofa. So we kept the piece simple. We wanted to have beautiful, elegant, flowing lines. As you can see, that's what this Kama Sleeper design shows. We didn't want to add too many bells and whistles and accessories to it. We wanted also to keep the conversion as intuitive as possible. So anyone who has never seen it before might intuitively reach in and pull the handle out, and that extends the sleeping surface. This is, though, much more than a sleep surface. There's more wakeful hours in a hospital than there are sleeping hours, and the Kama Sleeper design allows for an incredibly comfortable sitting postures, almost as you would sit in a chaise. As you can see, I'm leaning in the rounded back. I have my feet up, and this is to enable long-term comfort for family members to engage with one another while they are spending hours in the patient room. Really, the secret to this piece is that rounded corner. If the arm and the back met at 90 degrees, I will not be able to sit in the way that I am. And this really is, I think, possibly the most important feature of the Kama Sleeper. I mentioned to you that we wanted to keep the design simple and not add too many accessories to it, but there are some companion pieces that provide some functions, such as the Kama table. This is a simple table with a top, with a handle in the front, 2 little wheels in the back, and a visitor can easily pull it up. It slides under the sofa and provides that surface that can be used for laptops, dining, or some general activities. So this combines quite well with the Kama Sleeper. The Kama Sleeper is on casters. Mobility is very important for these type of pieces, because obviously cleaning crews have to be able to easily move them to sanitize the floor underneath them. It has what we call a central locking system, so the cleaning crews are instructed to find the lever in the back of the sofa. I pull this little lever that unlocks all the casters, and now I can easily move the sofa to have access to the floor underneath. Now you'll also see a very important feature of the sofa is this shelf in the back. It is not visible for the front, as not to ruin the beautiful design of the sofa, but it's very accessible and visible from when a visitor sits on the sofa. This is the place where a visitor may put a phone or a drink. There are optional power and USB outlets. Again, those are optional options that I'm not sure you're considering, but I just wanted to point them out. And it just adds that functionality to the sofa that improves the visitor experience. Then I can roll the sofa back, lock it in place, and it is back where it is supposed to be. I'm excited that you will be evaluating a sample because it really, the sit test is really what makes this piece. It gives it sense. It really shows our design intent, the comfort of that curved corner. Another important piece of the Kama collection that you are actually evaluating is the Kama family chair. The concept behind this was to be able to bring comfort at bedside so that a parent can sit comfortably next to their child at bedside, hold hands, and really connect. As you can see, the chair has a fairly small scale and very easy to move around the room. So if the bed was there, I can place it right next to it, right? I can lock the casters. It has 4 locking casters. And I have a very comfortable chair with a very intuitive recliner mechanism. As you can see, I just push back once to elevate my feet and twice to reach the fully reclined position. This one does not go flat, but it goes flat enough for a very comfortable position that a parent can be in for several hours as they're close to their child on bedside. When the parent is ready to get up, the chair will follow them. So at minimal effort, you can recline and get back upright. We paid particular attention to the ergonomics and the comfort. The back has contour foam that not only provides lumbar support, but also side support that really centers you and allows you to rotate and support you as you shift one way or the other in the chair. There's also a height adjustment feature. Should the bed where the child is laying be high, you can adjust the chair upward 4.5 inches. So now you can sit on the chair while being at eye level with your child. Especially in the recline position, a greater height might enable you to be more, again, at eye level with the child. It is a piece of furniture with a really unique intent. Again, bringing comfort at bedside. When Roz approached us, it was the first piece that she talked to us about. She said, when I visit Children's Hospital, parents tell me they want to lay with their kids in the bed, which obviously cannot be done. So she set out to create a piece that bridged that gap and connect parent and child within a patient room. The second piece that came from after the Kama chair was the Kama glider. It has the same contour foam, beautiful lines. By the way, I think I failed to mention that these arm caps are made in polyester, a material that is very durable and will withstand any and all of the cleaners that are in use in hospitals today. But the Kama glider is a very simple glider. What makes this piece unique? It's aesthetics. Gliders usually don't look like this. In fact, unless you saw it moving, you would think of this as a nice, modern, playful, high back chair. But we were able to create a thin profile mechanism that enables the chair to glide and still have legs. It's a fun piece. It's extremely comfortable. Same comfort as in the Kama chair. Notice that when I glide, my feet stay on the floor. It really adds as sort of like a level of playfulness to the room. The round curves, all of the design, it's suiting, it's playful, and it's also new for the category. Again, gliders usually don't look like this. So it has been a very successful piece, and I look forward for you to try it out and sit on it. This is a more conventional approach to gliders. Most of the gliders that you may have seen out there, whether they're IOA or somebody else's, look more like this. There are no legs. The arms go down to the floor. That is to hide the mechanism that is inside. What is unique about our glider, and this is the Anina glider, is that we've added some function to it. So, first of all, we have a glider lock. Oh, and by the way, you notice that it's on casters and it's on locking casters. The rear casters have locks on them so you can lock it in place. So you can glide on it, but should somebody be still for a while, you just move this little lever and it becomes firm. We also added reclining motions to a function to it. It has a footrest and a back recline. The back reclines at any angle. I can stop it at any angle. And this is the maximum recline here. So what's unique about the Anina glider is it's really two chairs in one, glider and recliner. Recliners obviously have their own benefit. They're very comfortable. That allow for visitors to lean back and take naps. But sometimes they're larger, and this one has this small footprint of a glider and has the really pleasant motion that gliders provide that is very, very popular. It takes the edge off, makes the time go by a little quicker. As you can notice here, I am also keeping my feet on the floor while gliding. So they're safe, they're comfortable, and so really a great piece for just about any application in patient rooms. This concludes this category of products. They're all part, except for the Anina, of the Kama collection. I'm going to quickly interrupt. We're going to move the two sleepers, and I will be presenting those to you next. So behind me are now two pieces that are part of our 88 sleeper series. We have the 88 sleeper chair and the 88 sleeper love seat. They both share the same mechanism, the same extremely simple conversion from chair or love seat to sleeper. I'm going to start by demonstrating the mobility. Both pieces are on double wheel, heavy duty casters, and they move very, very easily. They can be locked in place simply by pushing the pedal on the side. Again, this is our central locking system that is extremely useful for not only patients as they move the piece around, but for cleaning crews. So they can quickly unlock all four casters without having to reach underneath and looking for the lock on each caster. This 88 sleeper chair has a 25-inch inside width. And this one, the love seat, has a 60-inch inside width. Keeping in mind that the slogan that comes with our sleepers is "We make them by the inch." So should the floor plan in your room necessitate a different width, we can easily accommodate that. We do that routinely for our clients. I mentioned what's remarkable about these pieces is the very simple, intuitive one-step conversion. We feel that when you're developing this category of products, if the conversion is complex to where it may need some instructions, then we really need to go back to the drawing board. We designed this so that anyone who sees it, they see a handle, they pull, and as you can see, just a one step, you now have the sleep surface. It is very comfortable. You see the thickness of the cushions, 5 inches of foam. And this is highly resilient foam that will keep its volume over years and years of use. It can withhold 500 pounds of weight. So it really is comfortable and a true performer. The simpler the conversion is, the least likely it is for anyone to damage the piece. And as you can see, converting it to sleeper and back to chair is extremely simple and intuitive. The same conversion applies to the love seat. Reach over for the handle, pull it forward, and you have your sleep surface. It's basically the same chair, just in different width. When you're ready to put it back in love seat mode, you just reverse the action. It is very comfortable. The seat have an angle to it, so they kind of cradle you in. We always try to strike the balance between firm and soft. If the piece is too soft, it may not last as long. If it is too firm, it's not as comfortable, but we're utilizing the latest in foam technology to really strike the balance. So it is comfortable, it's the right amount of softness, but it has ultimate durability. The arm caps are made of polyester. Again, it is a material that we have been using for over 25 years right now with great success. We have our own lab, and whenever we see a new cleaner appear in the industry, we will test all of our surfaces with it, and the polyester has been an incredibly durable and chemically resistant material. It comes in several colors. This is the colors that you have chosen for these samples, but there's another 29 colors that go with it. Again, the 88 series, I truly think this is they are the best of their kind in the market. True performers. We've been manufacturing these for approaching 20 years right now, and they really are performing beautifully. The comfort, the durability, and the simplicity, they're really unmatched in the market. So I'd like to conclude by thanking you again. I hope I have showed you enough for you to learn about the products that you will be receiving, I think, next week. I'm really looking forward for you to sit testing the pieces, trying them out. Keep in mind, as you do, IOA is known for tailoring the products to each client. So if you find any little aspects of each product that needs to be tweaked, please let us know. That is what we're known for. We really focus on each client, each project. It has its own requirements, and it has its own dynamics, and we are able to cater to those and really give you exactly what works for you, what fits best in the room, whether it's a different dimension, modifying the dimensions, changing the foam density, changing the type of casters. So I generally recommend to our potential clients to keep a wish list, as to speak, and there's no wish that is too far-fetched. If there's something you can think of that you would like to have in these pieces, we may already have done it for another client somewhere in the country or somewhere around the world. So again, thank you very much for the opportunity, and I'm glad we were able to connect at least via video, and I hope maybe one of these days to meet you in person in Boston.